Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Warfare Remastered on BlackTideTV. Now, Operation Arctic Wolf brought a lot of things into Modern Warfare Remastered that most of the community isn't so happy about. So we've got supply drops, we've got melee weapons in those supply drops, which of course are the gateway drug to ranged weapons. We've got some new camos, we've got new calling cards and emblems, just a ton of stuff thrown into this RNG system. So when those melee and ranged weapons do start getting pretty big in that depot, black market, quartermaster area, they're going to be really hard to find. So we've got a ton of stuff going into this game that a lot of the community isn't so excited about, but there are some things in this most recent update that are really great, and one of those things is gun game. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about gun game, how it's different, how it's changed from other gun games, why this gun game is so great, and why it's something that I've been playing non-stop ever since this update. The gun game is just, it's fantastic in this game. I really love it, and I am pleased to announce that my next live stream, my next BTTV live event will be the gun game grindathon. That will be coming for 3K subs. So once we hit 3K subs, which honestly is just around the corner, guys, like tomorrow or the next day easily. We're at like 2910 right now, and if we keep up at the same growth rate, it'll easily be tomorrow or the next day. But a lot of you guys have been asking me when I'm going to be doing my next live stream, and that is when we'll be doing it. So when we hit 3K, either tomorrow or the next day, we will be grinding out our victories in the 3K gun game grindathon. So yes, when they put in these new game modes, when they put in hardpoint and gun game, and when they updated this game, they actually put in challenges for these game modes, which is awesome. Not a lot of games do that when they add in content. They just add it in. They just completely forego the challenge factor of the new game modes. They just don't even care. They say, whatever, people don't care about challenges anyways. But challenge hunters such as myself, I definitely care about the challenges, and I'm very glad that there are challenges for gun game and for hardpoint in this game. So the gun game grindathon, there is a challenge for winning, I believe, 25 games. So you have to come in first in 25 games. So we're going to be doing that in the gun game grindathon. I think I'm at like 6 or something like that right now. My first couple games in gun game were not so good, but ever since I've started grinding it a little bit harder, I've been getting better, and I've been winning like consistently. Like the last 5 or so games I've won in a row. So we are going to be grinding in the gun game grindathon. That'll be like probably be like my last 15 or 20 wins or something like that. Like I'm already at 6, so it'll be like my last 15, something like that, wins, because I'm not going to continue playing so much tonight, but we'll keep as many wins in the bank as possible so we can continue to stream during the gun game grindathon a little bit longer. So it will be a pretty long stream, and we are doing it for 3K, so you guys can like ask me some questions, and we can just have a big hangout event for hitting 3K. I didn't really have anything else planned for 3K because, well, we just hit 2K like a week ago. So nothing really big planned apart from that. A lot of you guys have been asking me when my next live event's going to be, so that's going to be it. Tomorrow or the next day, we're going to do the 3K gun game grindathon, so stay tuned for that. Now, on to the actual commentary of this video. Holy crap, this intro has been so goddamn long. What's so different about gun game in this game? What makes it so special? So a quick recap in case you've been living under a rock for I don't even know how many years, like 6 or 7 years now. If you've been living under a rock that long, you need to get out and get some sun. But this game mode came out in Black Ops 1, I believe, and they've never included every weapon in gun game. So gun game, you go through a set, like a default set of weapons, and you progress through them. You get 1 kill, you move on to the next weapon. Once you move through them all, you get to the final weapon. Is usually a melee weapon. Once you get the melee kill, you are done. Now you can get set back with a melee or by killing yourself, and there's a bunch of other rules that apply to the game, but that is your basic default idea of what gun game is. So there's usually a set of weapons that you use, like 18 or 20 weapons. CoD 4, or Modern Warfare Remastered, I should say, is the first Call of Duty game to include every single in-game weapon in a gun game, and it's amazing. It's something that is unprecedented in the world of gun games. So from Black Ops 1, the original game to introduce gun game, we've always had like 18 or 20 weapons. Like not every weapon in the game has made it into the gun game rotation, or sometimes they'll have their own spin on it. Some games have changed it so that you'll get the same class of weapon, but it'll change. It'll randomly pick a weapon from that weapon class. So say the first weapon is a pistol, the second weapon is a shotgun, the third weapon is an SMG, and then they just rotate in what weapons that would be. In this game mode, in Modern Warfare Remastered, you actually get every single weapon every single time. There are 28 rounds, and as you go through each of the rounds, there's 26 total weapons in this game. The 27th is the RPG, and the 28th is the new shovel. So you get the shovel at the end. It's called the Gravedigger, I think. So you go through 28 rounds, and those first 26 include every single weapon in the game, and it's awesome. It's what I love so much about this, because it actually makes gun game worth playing, because you can actually sit there and rank up every single one of your weapons while you're playing, because challenges for weapons actually do count up when you're playing gun games. So you can get your headshots for weapons in this. You can get your kills and earn attachments pretty easily in this. It's just awesome that you can use every single weapon, and every single attachment is actually included in this gun game as well. Other games have cycled out attachments, so sometimes you'll get a different attachment on different weapons. Not the case here. As far as what weapons get used and when, they've gone back to the classic Black Ops 1 way of gun game, where it's always the exact same weapon in the exact same spot with the exact same attachments every time you play. So first weapon is the M1911, second weapon is this, third weapon, like it's always the same weapons in the same spot with the same attachments. The Mini Uzi always has a suppressor. The G36C always has an ACOG sight, but you are going to see every single attachment and every single weapon in this game included while you're playing. So you're always going to see, in every single game, you're going to see the ACOG sight, you're going to see the red dot, you're going to see the suppressor on some weapon. Every attachment is included, every gun is included. It's just really, really, really cool that they actually did that, because most games, they don't include every weapon, they don't include every attachment, they just randomize it, or they'll only include some, or they'll only include, they nitpick. Whereas in this game, they've included everything, and you can actually sit there and you can try to get to each weapon, and you can use gun game to actually rank up each weapon, and it's actually really fun, because then you have to sit there and you have to learn how to use every weapon, and you can practice at gun game, and you can get good at learning what weapon is coming up next and how to deal with that next weapon. You can prepare yourself for the next gunfight, which normally I'm not super excited about. Usually I like when there is a little bit of randomness so that you can't get a little edge on your enemies, but in this game it's really cool because it doesn't matter, because every single weapon is included in this. So you need to have gun skill with every weapon. So it's really cool. I really suggest you play gun game. It's one of the better things that came out of this update. Guys, that is it for the second video of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure you head into the description or the cards in the top right corner to find a link to the first video of the day. 3K gun game grindathon is coming soon, either tomorrow or the next day, so make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys there.